Animal byproducts, ABP, are wastes from different origins: slaughterhouses, butcher shops, restaurants or houses. Over 20 million tons are being generated annually in the European Union, which can be dangerous if they are not properly disposed of. Nowadays, wastes are mainly treated by rendering, typically treating the residue at 133 degrees centigrade for 20 minutes at 3 atmospheres pressure, yielding the drying of the material and the separation of the fat from the bone and protein fraction. Depending on the waste category, the products obtained have different uses, from animal feed to raw materials for the chemical industry or fuel. Many tons per year must be disposed of into landfills or incinerated in the case of very risky residues. In the European Commission project, Pilot Plant for Environmentally Friendly Animal Byproducts Industries, a novel and different process is proposed for the treatment of ABP wastes. The process is called hydrothermal liquefaction, HTL, and allows obtaining energy from the raw material under more favorable conditions than other technologies. This process involves the use of water, very high pressure and moderate temperature. It can play a key role in the biofuel production from wet biomass, since the costly step of feedstock drying is avoided. It yields a liquid fuel with a very low percentage of oxygen and water content, compared with other thermochemical technologies. HTL technology has been previously developed for lab-scale batch processes and applied to wet biomass, mainly microalgae. Nevertheless, it is still being developed for different residues in a large continuous way. Moreover, no commercial process with ABP residues is being operated to this date. The Polymer Processing and Pyrolysis Group of the University of Alicante and GreenE Waste to Energy SL have the objective of developing, designing and operating a pilot plant for the demonstration of this process in a continuous reactor. The project began studying the process in different batch reactors on a lab scale. The effect of the different conditions of temperature, pressure and water content has been analyzed. An organic phase, aqueous phase, as well as gas and solid phases have been obtained and characterized. The oil fraction is the most interesting one, with a heating value of around 30 millijoules per kilogram, similar to that of coal, and a group of very interesting compounds such as fatty acid amides. In the aqueous phase, interesting amounts of glycerine can be found. In addition, the flow behavior of this type of material and the effect composition and water content in the raw material milling process have also been analyzed and allow the design of the different components of the pilot plant. Taking into account this lab-scale study, a screw reactor has been selected to develop the technology. Prior to feeding, the raw material must be milled and mixed with water. A special pump pushes the mixture into the hot reactor at high pressure. This prototype works with a flow rate of around 5 kilograms per hour, and the residence time of the feed into the reactor is about 5 minutes at the selected pressure and temperature. In order to maintain the pressure in the reactor, 2 deposits are alternatively employed in the discharge system, thus allowing continuous operation. The aqueous phase can be treated to obtain the added value products that contains glycerine mainly, or just to recirculate it into the reactor again, optimizing the process. This variable is crucial in the cost of the process. Therefore, this project and the prototype developed have revealed a new competitive and lucrative means of treating animal byproducts, a new alternative to rendering and other conventional thermochemical technologies, able to produce a high yield of fuel with high heating value from raw materials with high water content.